Okay, hello. A very good morning to everyone. I want to believe that we are set for the exams. Today is going to be another historic occasion for the Academic Excellence Initiative, AEI Nigeria. We are happy and delighted to have all of our schools present on board as we are speaking online. We want to wish you the very best. To give us the welcome address for this year's Academic Excellence Award and Scholars Day, being hosted by the Academic Excellence Initiative. I have this singular honor to introduce one of the foremost promoters of academic excellence in Nigeria, an educator par excellence, the project coordinator of Academic Excellence Initiative Agege Zone, to declare the exams open. I'm by name Engineer Yusuf Majolagbe, and I would like to introduce to us the project office coordinator of the initiative in person of Prince Adeshegun Ogubai. You're most welcome, sir. You can unmute and give the declaration for the exam.
Hey, it is with honor that good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It's with honor that I welcome all 199 AEI scholars across the nation to this year 2023 Academic Science Initiatives AEI Award Scholars Day assessment session, which is fully internet-based. My uncommon scholars, you all need to know that by the year 2023, all your examinations may be through the use of your smartphones. Therefore, prepare ahead. The theme of this year's Awards Scholars Day is rekindling the education system in Nigeria. This theme will be addressed today by the 2017 AEI Awardee, Dr. Ibrahim Adetun, the Yaba College of Technology Rector, and Prince Mike Adewoye, the proprietor of Resident Study School. The annual Award Scholars Day is very important to prepare all outstanding students across the nation for greatness, and particularly for you all to be able to break more academic grounds, like Ms. Ume Inkeshiri, who toppled JAM scoring charts this year with an outstanding marks of 360 over 400. So this program is to prepare you all ahead of 2024 UTME, so that the nation can witness scholars scoring 380 and above, which is the dream of Professor Isaac Oloyede, the most outstanding JAMB registrar in the history of the establishment. You only need high level of determination and focus embedded with moral perfection and spiritual uprightness to stand out. My uncommon scholar, the higher the level of your performance in UTME, the easier for you all to make 9 A's in WAEC and NECO. For qualifying to this stage, See yourself as a certified AEI officer in your respective schools, as you will equally be certified today. Conclusively, we will be unveiling the best 20 amongst you all during the award session after the conclusion of the examinations. Once again, ensure you observe all the rules of the examination if actually you want to be a world-class personality worthy of celebrating globally. To this end, I hereby declare the Scholars Day competition open. AEI Excellence, our duty or our duty, all right? Excellence.
Say a very big thank you to our project coordinator, Prince Adeshegun Ogunbayi. We are so grateful for that speech, and we expect that our students will have started logging in so that we can finish up before the actual program starts at 10 a.m. Today is the 15th of July, 2023, and it's going to be another historical occasion for the Academic Excellence Initiative. We have a couple of instructions. I know we must have read them. And I think top on the list is that we must have had our laptops that are webcam enabled. And we should try as much as possible to have less interaction with the students while they are taking the exam so that they would not be disqualified. We want to have the best students. We want them to be able to discover themselves. We don't want them to be assisted now, which will create a problem for them in the future. The exam is just 30 minutes. We just, for those that are familiar with us, we have the mathematics questions, the English language questions, and the civic education questions. They have 60 questions in all, 20 for each of the subjects. And we wish all of them the very best. The other instructions that are available is to ensure that we do not open other tabs on our laptops or on our phones while the exam is going on. We should try as much as possible to ensure that the environment remains quiet while the students are taking the exam. By now, we expect that the exam will have started. So if you do have any challenge with the exam, you would have seen some of our officials responding to your requests. You can place a call to that line and you will get answers to your questions. The prerequisite for the candidates is to have good internet connection, minimum of 1.5 Mbps. If any of your students are having challenge with their network, it's better to switch on to another network and ensure that the students are able to meet up for the exams within this specified time. Their phones or their computers must be camera, webcam enabled, like I mentioned. And microphones must be on. They must be microphone enabled as well. And the latest browsers must have been installed on their gadgets, the likes of Chrome, Firefox, Safari, and the rest of them. So the exams shall be deactivated. Kindly note, very, very importantly, the exams shall be deactivated at exactly Okay, yes, I'm back. Sorry, the network issue was also eating on me. So you need to check on, ensure that your students' network are fully on all through the exams. So the other instructions that are very critical is that the use of webcam-enabled device is compulsory. Meanwhile, you are advised to make use of the webcam-enabled computer. If a participant failed to use a webcam-enabled device, he or she won't be granted entrance into the examination page. Students should be adequately monitored, shall be adequately monitored during the exam. So you need to watch it. Less interference from parents, less interference from the teachers. So you are advised, therefore, to avoid any acts that can implicate or disqualify your student or your ward. So candidates must not stop screen sharing. If your screen sharing is stopped, the exam will not be considered. This is very important. If your screen sharing is stopped, the exam will not be considered valid. Your score shall be treated individually, as a prize will be given to you individually. In the past, there have been situations where we had to find average to get the best school, or two participants represent a particular school. But on this occasion, your score will be treated individually and the prize will be given to you individually. As a matter of fact, a link will be provided for you for the students that have emerged the 20 best to provide the account details, which must tally with the surname of the student that has written the exam. All the contestants are expected to join the event through the YouTube channel after taking the examination. As we speak, we have some students on the Zoom platform, but as we commence the program by 10 a.m., we expect the students to move on to the Zoom platform, which will be provided on our WhatsApp platform for the students to join. Once again, as the project coordinator has actually welcomed us and declared the exam open, I also equally wish each and every one of us a very, very successful outing today. So by now, all students must have logged in by 9:30. That is the minimum time that you can start. We do not accept you to start beyond that, so that you can have access to your 30 minutes span that is being declared for the exam. Thank you very much and God bless. See you at 10 o'clock. If you do have any queries, please feel free to contact any of our officials on the WhatsApp platform, via calls, via chats, and we'll respond to you as quickly as possible. We are at this control room all because of you and not no other reason. So we are here to serve you and ensure that we get the best for you and your students. Thank you very much. Kindly note that we do have a screen on the Zoom platform to show you that we're actually monitoring the students. So to be forewarned is to be forearmed. No cheating is allowed. If you cheat, if any of the students cheats, they will be identified from our back end here, and they will be immediately disqualified from the exams. Let us have less of interference with them. We shall be giving you updates from time to time as the exam is going on. You can, as administrators of the school, you can also watch our spotlight on the Zoom to see how the activities and the exam is progressing and the level of transparency that Academic Excellence Initiative is bringing on board for this exam to be truly successful and transparent, for us to have credibility for the session. Thank you very much. As we speak, two of the students have finished their exams. It's a 30-minute exam, and we are expecting more of the students to join, and those that are writing to speed up before the 30 minutes that has been assigned to you elapse. Thank you. Please, no interference with the students, no cheating. If they have challenge with their network, kindly notify us so that we do not assume that an unwarranted activity is going on with the students. Thank you very much. As we speak, 5 students are finished. Let us double up and ensure that we have a seamless exam. Thank you. AEI excellence, our DTR rights, our DTR rights, excellence. As we speak, like I said, 5 students have finished. And please, if you do have issues, most likely it is issues with your network, because we do have some students that have completed the process, and the website or the platform that is being used by AEI is working effectively. So just check on your network and be sure that students are calm and collected to write their exams. Thank you. We have a situation at hand. Farida Adeniji, we have seen an interference in your exams, and I'm afraid that your exam will be suspended at this point in time. Farida Adeniji, I'm afraid that your exam will be suspended at this point in time. Please, every other person should please take caution, or else we will suspend the exams if we suspect any form of interference. If you do need to have any form of interference, kindly notify the officials on the platform, and we'll take cognizance of that to ensure that your students are calm and collected to write their exams. Thank you very much. We also observed that some students log onto the Zoom platform, assuming that they will get the exams from the Zoom platform. Please get back to your teacher in charge or your school to get the details. We do not have much time. Kindly do that before the examination is closed. For our administrators and proprietors and teachers that are on this platform, we appreciate you so much. You can continue to watch as we monitor your students via the proctoring activities at our control room. Any interference will be zoomed up and we all will see that that particular exam should be stopped. We do not want to have such incidences, so please let us take as much caution as we can take to ensure that the students have enough freedom to explore what they have in their brains. Thank you. Okay, we are currently being notified by Farida Adeniji that it's a network issue. That's why they had to intervene. Please let us know to avoid disqualification of your students. If you still do not have the access, you need to go back to your school and get instructions from your teachers for the students that are on this platform. For the teachers and administrators and proprietors that are on this platform, kindly get the instructions to the students to ensure that their parents are able to help them out to start the exam. As we speak, 48 students have actually submitted and finished their exams. AEI Excellence are right Our duty, all right. Excellence. Thank you. So you can look at the screen as well. 127 students have attempted, while we have 79 students currently taking their exams, and we have 48 that have finished. As at the moment, we do have quality network from all the schools and all the students participating on the exams, to the extent that we do not have any students that have dropped off while taking the exams. And I'm happy to tell us that we have not terminated any exam as we speak. That shows that we all are very responsible students, we are responsible schools, and we want us to keep this spirit from the beginning of the exam till the end, and extend it to our daily activities when we get back to school. Thank you. Oluwadamilola Efuwape, we discovered that you have terminated your exams by yourself, and AEI is doing a disclaimer to this that we did not terminate your exam. So let us advise our students to be careful on the tabs, on their phones, not to, by error or commission, terminate their exams by themselves. They need to be more careful. We are in a smart age, ICT, digital age, and our students must be conversant with the use of the internet and their phones, as well as their computers. So Samiat Olushese, kindly call the officials from the WhatsApp platform, because we have seen your query here that says that the exams question is not showing. kindly contact the administrator on the WhatsApp platform. So again, let us check the instructions sent to our schools to enable us guide the students. AEI, excellence, our duty, our rights, our duty, our rights, excellence. As we speak, 131 students are attending the exam or have attended the exams, while 62 of them have actually submitted the exam. 68 students have actually finished, while 62 are currently taking their exams. No student has dropped out, but unfortunately, one student has actually terminated our exams all by herself, and that is not from the Academic Excellence Initiative. We welcome our moderator for the day in person of Queen Adewumi. Queen Adewumi, you are welcome. She's not currently at the control center, but she will be joining us on board by 10 a.m. today to ensure that we have a seamless and interesting event today. Akintunde Musa, we observe that you have muted yourself while taking the exam, that might lead to your disqualification. A message will be sent to you personally. Kindly unmute yourself because the monitoring activity is currently going on. And by virtue of doing that, it shows that you are not in compliance with the rules and regulations of this exam. What is the name again? Akintude Musa. Kindly unmute yourself on the platform so that our monitoring activities will go on seamlessly. Thank you. Continuity room announcement again. As we speak, 50 people are currently taking the exam and 87 have submitted their exams. We want to enjoin you all to ensure that the students are not being interrupted while they are taking the exams. And if you need to assist them with their internet, let us know so that we do not assume that the students are cheating. Thank you. We welcome the presence of the Executive Director of Academic Excellence Initiative, AEI, Engineer Faid Olajide. You are most welcome, sir. As we speak, the exam is still ongoing. We have 137 attempts made so far. 50 students are currently taking the exams, while 87 students have. Okay, we have 96 that have finished the exams and 45 currently taking the exams. So we are currently coasting down to the end. We have Big Mob School. If you do have any query, kindly unmute and ask your questions. Okay, Vic Mob, so you have the floor.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Well done. You're doing a good job. We just found out that some of our students haven't submitted yet, and they got and their work was saying that they have submitted while they were having network issues trying to reload the page or trying to hold on for the network. Just found out that about two of them just the result just went straight
Okay,
to
about
the
two of
result.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are two things. Is either they have exhausted the 30 minutes duration, and if they have not, kindly quickly send their details on the platform or on the chat box so that we can quickly attend to them. There will be some extension because we know that there was a delay of the start time. Please
Okay,
kindly
I'll be
send their name
sending their details on the
very
platform.
agile officials. Yes, okay, please do. Our officials are there to pick it immediately and give you a response.
WhatsApp platform. I'll be sending their details right away.
Okay, we'll be expecting that. Thank you. Okay, we have Glee Edu Consult to unmute and have the floor as well.
All right, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Thank you so much for this initiative. I really appreciate what you have done so far. My case here is similar to the previous one, but the only difference is while we were trying to sort the network issue, the time was reading. And once, as in when we were able to sort it, we discovered that the student got timed up. So I don't know, is there anything we can do about that?
Let's have the name of the student. If you do have network issues, we have asked that you notify us immediately so that perhaps an extension can be done. So please kindly drop that on the platform or on the chat box, and we'll attend to you as quickly as possible. Thank you.
Sir.
Okay. Lagos State Model Senior College, Meron, can you kindly unmute so that we have your comments? And well, before that, we have some comments on the platform. And we are also assuming that some participants on this platform are expecting the platform. This is not. Instructions have been sent to the schools. So Lagos State Model Senior College, Meron, kindly unmute and you have the floor. You have the
Good
floor.
morning.
You are muted now.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
The
Good morning.
student that was affected, you said has terminated is one of my students, and
Okay.
I don't understand
We
the what terminated because he has a result. So I don't understand the what terminated. He has a result and he finished and submitted by himself. And result was sent to
Really?
him. Yes.
Okay. Okay. What was the name of your student?
Efuakpe.
Oh, no, that was not the case of Efuakpe. Efuakpe had a different situation.
Okay.
What's the case of Efuakpe? Okay, I think she logged in and logged out. She doesn't have the same situation as those that are terminated. I think she doesn't have any issue. Exam has been properly submitted, and we are happy for you as well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Any other comments from the house? Yes, I want to reiterate again that the exam is not to be done on this Zoom platform. The instructions have been sent earlier in the week to the schools, and we expect the school administrator to have picked those instructions and pass them down to the students for them to have a seamless exam this morning. The update reports. Now the update reports now. We have up to about 140 students that have taken part in this exam. So 148 students are currently taking part in this exam, and 111 have finished and submitted. 36 students are still currently taking their exams. So can we hear from Semiat Olushesi? So as we speak, the time has been extended for some few more minutes to ensure that we accommodate those that had network issues. Exactly. So the normal 30 minutes, which is the duration of the exam, is what the students will have as their time. No student is going to have 31 minutes. The extension of the time is just for those that logged in quite late, and this is understandable due to network issues. Also from our end, I think we also started about 15 minutes ahead to ensure that we have substantial number of people on the platform. The control room is currently very active, and we're willing to answer to your requests. We also have on board our guest speaker, Mike Hadewoye, is currently on board. So, I mean, our session we have to start our session pretty soon. Our distinguished guests, we appreciate you for your presence, and we shall be starting the main ceremony very soon. Thank you very much. AEI, excellence, our duty, our rights, our duty, our rights, excellence. Thank you very much. Please, attention, attention. Sekinat Moses, we observe that your camera is actually showing the ceiling, which means that your camera is not properly placed. Kindly ensure that your camera is properly placed so that we do not assume that something not acceptable is going on while you're doing the exam. Can you send at Olushesi to unmute and give our complaints, please?
Okay. Good day, sir. The same was also for me when I tried to fix the network error. So when I logged into the exam, it said 5 seconds left. So the exam ended without me answering any questions.
Without you answering any questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay, send message to the WhatsApp platform. Are you a student actually doing the exam, or a teacher or an administrator?
No, I'm a student, but I'm not in my school. I'm at home writing the exam.
Oh, yeah, so okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll provide a number box. Do a message to the official and they will respond to you. Thank you.
Okay.
I guess we also have Mr. Ridwan Yusuf, our moderator for today, on board. You are most welcome, sir. We shall be handing over from the control room to you to begin the moderation pretty soon. But we just want to attend to any salient issues as regards the exam, so that we do not have any interruption while the events has commenced. We also have the presence of our distinguished rector, the newest rector in town, in person of Engineer Dr. Ibrahim Abdul. You are most welcome, sir. Apologies that we have not officially started the exams. The students are currently writing the exam, and we hope that that will be concluded in no distant time. We will start the session once we are properly balanced and we are sure that we just have some few students to submit their exams. Thank you for the patience, and we'll start the exam and the session very soon. Uh, Once again, our moderators, Queen Adewumi and Mr. Ridwan Yusuf, from the control room here, live and direct from the AEI control room. I think this situation is currently in order and the students are really doing fine. We have over 120 students that have submitted the exams, and 150 have actually attempted. We just have 30 students currently taking their exams, so the pressure is much lesser now. And by 10:25, be set to proceed on the main ceremony for today. Our moderators, please, by 10:25, let us commence, be prepared and let us commence the session for today. Thank you very much. I'm happy to once again say that no student has been terminated, as you can see on the dashboard. And it shows that we have very, very responsible students participating on the Academic Excellence Initiative Scholars Day exams. We appreciate all our school administrators present, all our distinguished guests. We appreciate you. And hopefully by 10:25, we will start the event formally. Thank you. Okay. We have an answer from Ishola Ganiat. Can you kindly unmute and let's have the last complaint for the day? Because by 10:25 we need to commence the event proper. Ishola Ganiat, kindly unmute. Ishola Ganiat.
Bello Zuleiko, sir.
Come again.
Bello Zuleiko, Bello Zuleiko.
What's the challenge? Are you fine? Are you writing the exams? Are you taking
Sir,
the exams now?
I'm unable to start the exam.
Why? Why are you
I
just
don't
coming
know.
on board this
I've been
10:24?
trying it since 9 o'clock, since 9:10.
What's the complaint?
That's all. It is not working.
Okay, I'll send the contact number that you can call now.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So just watch the chat box and you'll be fine.
Okay, sir.
Wacom School, you're saying that I guess you're saying it to previously. They would have taken you. So this is 10:25 now. We need to start with the program proper. Wacom School, you will be attended to. You have been attended to previously. So I'm sure that at the control room here, we have your contacts. Our administrators will contact you immediately. Thank you. Queen Adewumi, I think you can have the platform now, and Mr. Rizwan Adiola to start the event proper. Thank you. Queen Adewumi, Miss Queen Adewumi and Mr. Ridwan Adiola, you can have the floor now.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, thank you.
And good morning, everyone. Having completed the first phase of the test, the first phase of this AEI Scholars Day, we are moving on to the next stage, which is ultimately the final stage as well. For those still having any complaints, you can always reach out to the support team privately via WhatsApp. They will attend to you. So do not be agitated. The event is tagged AEI Scholars Day. Ridwan Yusuf, I will be your moderator for today. I would like to invite my co-moderator to introduce herself.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Adeomi Queen Afolashade, and I'll be your co-host for today. And it's nice, and I'm very glad for this opportunity to be hosting today's session again, alongside with my moderator, Mr. Ridwan. Thank you.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you.
Yeah.
So this phase covers the award session for distinguished Nigerians. It also covers the unveiling of the top candidates in this competition, As well, we are also going to be listening to outstanding speeches from our elders in the house, from our keynote speakers. So let us jointly recite the Nigerian national anthem, the second stanza. O God of creation, direct our noble course, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow, and live in just and truth. Great lofty heights attain, to build the nation where justice, peace shall reign. So I welcome everyone to the AEI Scholars Day 2023. You are all welcome.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Ridwan. And now next is to listen to the introduction of our guests. Up next is the Director's Welcome Address by Engineer Faid Olajide. Please kindly unmute, sir.
Engineer Faid, sir, you can start.
Okay, good morning. Thank you very much. And I'm also happy that we are here this morning and conducting another expectedly very interesting session of the awards Scholars Day. AEI, excellence, duty. All right. On behalf of the Academic Excellence Initiative, I welcome our honored guest speakers, special guests, teachers, and students to this edition of the AEI Awards Scholars Day. I would like to acknowledge our distinguished personality in the academia, Dr. Ibrahim Adedotun, the rector of Yaba College of Technology, Yaba Tech, who has taken time out of his busy schedule to deliver the keynote speech on the theme of today, rekindling the educational system. In order to also give us an in-depth knowledge on the theme is an experienced and well-grounded educator, Prince Mike Adewoye, the proprietor of Racy and Study Schools, who graciously accepted our invitation to deliver a thought-provoking speech required for our national development. The world is in a new dispensation, driven by developments in technology and artificial intelligence. While there exists a major scare to many with the encroachment of AI into jobs, there also exists a unique opportunity for individuals who can relearn and take advantage of the new epoch. This reality is the opportunity that Nigeria has. Indeed, any nation's greatest resource, its human potential, can be put to use, the foundation of which is education. With a huge number of our population living below the poverty line and poor productivity, education has been proven to be the best means through which individual potentials can be harnessed to ensure increased productivity for a nation's populace. A good education does not have a substitute in a nation's quest for development. Our country, Nigeria, is not an exemption to this reality. Our greatest investment towards a prosperous nation, therefore, lies in youth education. This reality underscores the need for vanguards that will serve as catalysts in supporting the government towards the achievement of key education targets. Organizations and well-meaning individuals like the AEI championing the cause. The Academic Excellence Initiative, through its programs, the subject clinics, debates and quiz competitions, seminars, learning circles, preparatory examinations, and flagship annual events, the Youth Orientation Program, and the AEI Award Scholars Day seeks to develop youth towards self-discovery aimed at excellence, ethics, and self-actualization. Standing by our vision, the AEI not only seeks to engender and grow academic trailblazers, but also seeks character development in its interaction with students, ensuring firm foundations for molding well-rounded individuals. We remain resolute on this path, the path to greatness for our dear country. Lastly, but certainly not the least, I would like to acknowledge the presence of a unique and global trailblazer who recently achieved a groundbreaking feat, surpassing a record that stood unbroken for over 40 years. We are privileged to have here today the 5.0 CGPA best graduating student of LASU, Lagos State University, Miss Amina Yusuf, to share a goodwill message, inspiring us all with a journey towards success in LASU. As we start the program for another exhilarating Awards Scholars Day, we extend our appreciation to our key partners, the federal and state ministries of education, organizations and individual sponsors, and our heroes, teachers. Thank you for your hard work building the pillars to support a new Nigeria. AEI, excellence, our duty, our right. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for that speech. The next on our agenda is the keynote speech by Dr. Ibrahim, Rector, Yabatek. And the person to read the profile of Dr. Ibrahim is my co-moderator, Mr. Ridwan. Can we go on, sir?
Yes, thank you, Queen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dr. Ibrahim Adedotun Abdul. Dr. Adedotun Ibrahim is a highly accomplished professional with a distinguished career in academia and administration. Born in 1965 in Ado-Odo, Ogun State, Nigeria, he has made significant contributions to the field of engineering and education. Dr. Abdul's educational journey reflects his commitment to knowledge and expertise. He earned a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from the University of Lagos in 1907, followed by a master's degree in mechanical engineering from the same institution in 1996. He furthered his studies and obtained a master's degree in industrial and production engineering from the University of Ibadan, UI, in 2004. His pursuit of academic excellence led him to Okayama University in Japan, where he completed his PhD in engineering in the year 2011. Having joined Yaba College of Technology in 1993 as a lecturer too, Dr. Abdul steadily rose through the ranks to become a chief lecturer in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. He has demonstrated his commitment to the institution by taking on various leadership roles, including serving as the head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Furthermore, his expertise in e-learning and flexible education was recognized when he was appointed as the Director of Open Distance and Flexible E-Learning, formerly known as the Flexible Skills Development Center at the college. In recognition of his scholarly achievements and commitment to his professional development, Dr. Abdul holds memberships in prestigious professional associations. He became a fellow of the Global Academy of Entrepreneurship and Innovation in 2022, a member of the Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineer in 2010, a registered member of the Council of Registered Engineers in Nigeria in 2004, and a corporate member of the Nigeria Society of Engineers in 2003. Dr. Abdul's contributions to academia and extends beyond his professional achievements. He has authored numerous valuable papers, which have been published in both local and international journals. His research work demonstrates his dedication to advancing knowledge in his field and contributing to scientific community. Outside his professional endeavors, Dr. Abdul is happily married and has children. His appointment as the rector of the Yaba College of Technology is a testament to his exceptional qualifications, leadership skills, and dedication to promoting excellence in education. As he succeeds Engineer Obafemi Omokunbe, his tenure is anticipated to bring continued growth and progress to the institution, further enhancing its reputation as a center of academic excellence and innovation. Welcome the rector of the Yaba College of Technology. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you. All right. Am I to proceed?
Yes, sir. You have the floor, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome you all. Standing on protocols already established, I thank the organizers for putting together this very important and thought-provoking topic. It's an honor and privilege to stand before you to give a keynote address on this issue, rekindling the educational system in Nigeria. I thank the Academic Excellence Initiative for providing us with a very remarkable platform to delve into this topic and to look at how we can help our nation to get to the greatness that is well desired by all of us. We all know that education has always been a cornerstone of progress and development in any society. Whenever a society wants change, education is at hand. If a society is working towards empowering their individuals, education is a bedrock. When a nation wants to move forward, like Nigeria is really yearning to, then education cannot be relegated to the background. You will agree with me that our country is blessed. We had so many human potential, a lot of natural resources, but we may not be able to harness our resources if we don't use education to unlock our capabilities. So we really need to focus on our educational system. If you look at developed nations, you discover that education plays a very significant role in their journey towards development. So we know that our country is facing a lot of challenge when it comes to our growth and our progress. Hence, we need to look at what importance do we place on our education, and how can we rekindle our education to be able to achieve this progress that we so much desire. You will agree with me that let's address the issues. One is the funding. How adequate is the funding that we devote to education and the educational system? You will agree with me that the educational system requires substantial investment. It's an investment that you do today and you reap later. But without the investment of today, you may not be able to reap any fruit in the future. Had we have enough investment in education, probably what we will be reaping by now will not be as small as what we are having. So there is need for us to improve our investment in education. And when I say investment, we need to invest in quality infrastructure. We need to invest in resource development. We need to invest in training the teachers too. However, we will see that in government allocation of funds, education does not take priority position. The allocation of funds to education in Nigeria is still below expected level, grossly insufficient. Apart from the government too, if you look at the lives of individuals, you see, if you ask individual how much of their personal budgets do they dedicate to training themselves, to educating themselves and their families. And if you have corporate organizations, just find out how much of their investments or of their fund is invested in training and retraining their staff. So you just discover that along the line, not only the government, both the individual and the corporate entities are guilty of this poor investment in education. And really, if you want to rekindle our educational system in the country, we have no choice than to increase our investment in education. Especially when you look at the government, whose major priority is to ensure the education of the citizenry. You discover that we have very poor salaries being paid to our teachers. Also, the buildings, the infrastructures decay without replacement. And then the learning materials are also archaic and, not regularly improved upon. We cannot have a very good educational system if we don't do this. I was once in Japan, and the literacy level in the country is still very high, over 90-something%. You see that one of the most well-paid individuals in the system are the teachers. Compared to this, our own country, where teachers are poorly remunerated. So if you don't place any premium on educating your teachers, then definitely you are not paying any serious attention to that. The federal government took a step towards addressing this challenge of, the last regime, towards the end of their regime, creating teachers' salary scale and so on and so forth. But that is still a far cry from what is required. So we have to address this very, very important issue of funding. Also, we need to look at the teachers' training. How do we ensure that our teachers are continually developed and continually trained? I know the country took a step in having teachers registration council, but to what extent are we serious with the licensing of teachers and then ensuring that they are retrained, they have professional growth, professional development, in order for them to be able to dish out to the learners what is correct and what is necessary. So we need to continue to skill and reskill and reskill and reskill our teachers in order to move our educational system to that, it is very, very important for us to look at the issue of licensing. You know, in Nigeria, anybody can go to class, whether you are licensed to teach or not licensed to teach. But we don't allow that in our health sector. So when you are rekindling educational system in Nigeria, you talk of having a strict licensing procedure, whereby when you're not licensed, you can't teach. And your license expire after a particular number of years. You need to renew your license after going through retraining and reskilling. And that will help us a lot to ensure that the system keeps improving. Another critical area that needs attention in rekindling our educational system is the curriculum. Our current curriculum is not only old, but it is not constantly being reviewed in line with the demands of time. It's very, very important for us to align our curriculum with the demands of the 21st century. But hardly do you have this occurring in our educational system. There is need for us to bring in technology, critical thinking, problem-solving skills, creativity, and so on and so forth, embed them in the curriculum. Sustainable development, greening. Once all these are embedded in the curriculum, then, and they are being constantly reviewed, you discover that the products of our educational system will be good. We have this saying that there is a wide gap between the products of our educational system and the requirements of the industry, the needs of the industry. So why don't we address it? Why don't we have a constantly reviewed curriculum such that we can be able to meet the needs? And in reviewing this curriculum, it's very, very important that we take the society into consideration. The industries that will need these graduates, it's very important that we bring them into the development. So not only developing the curriculum, even developing the resources that will be used for teaching and learning. It's important that it is not only the teachers that will be involved in developing the curriculum, and even the system of teaching and learning also. We need to use innovative pedagogies. Nowadays, videos are important. Virtual reality is important. Why don't we look at rekindling our educational system by infusing into our system these very, very important tools that technology now afford us to be able to bring in? So there are issues that we really need to look at. And then let's look at accessibility in our educational system. If we want to really rekindle our educational system in this country, it should be accessible to all. Instead of all the restrictions that we put on people accessing education, why don't we relax some of these restrictions so that people can learn and relearn? Why don't we create more pathways for learning, for people to learn? Why don't we allow people in the prison to learn? Why don't we allow increase the number that are having access to people in remote areas, people in the jungles? Take education to them rather than asking them to really come to us. And if once they can't come, that is all. Definitely for some times we will have entry requirements, but entry requirements for some aspects. Why don't we reduce the requirements for others who cannot meet that tough requirement to be able to learn in their own way? It is not compulsory that everybody will have a degree, but learning is a continuum. It's something that must go on and on in life. So create opportunity for people, whatever their level. I remember, again, an experience in Japan, where you have this community learning system. Anybody that knows something is eager to share that knowledge within his community. And then they are teaching. They have what they call komikan. whereby a community learning center, you know something, come around, invite others to come and learn. I think we should encourage this community learning approach more. Yes, I know we have classes that we do here and there, but I think the government should encourage people to go more into community learning so that everybody is eager to learn and we provide opportunity. We also should ensure equal access to quality education as contained in the SDG goals. So our institutions should also look beyond their comfort zone in offering learning opportunities to those in their surrounding. It should bring innovative means of reaching those who are in need of learning and ensuring that they can learn. So then finally, I also want to talk about the importance of collaboration and partnership when we're talking about learning. You have the government, the non-governmental institutions, the private companies, the institution of learning. There is need for them to collaborate and bring about unique products that will ensure access to learning, especially access to skills, so that learning is supposed to bring about a development, transformation, and sustainable livelihood to those who are engaged in it. So how do we now partner and work to bring such? Let me give you an instance that we did in Yaba College of Technology. We have this quadruple helix collaboration involving our institution, then the government institution, the developmental agencies, and the NGOs. We brought them together, and then we brought out a unique learning system. We call it Skills for Work or Skills in Demand, where we trained apprentices. We went to the computer village and trained apprentices on how to be better in their jobs and how to gain mastery of whatever they are doing, and then gain sustainable livelihood. So we need more of this kind of collaboration between the industry, the academia, the government, and the civil societies. This kind of quadruple helix relationship can help if it is implemented on a national scale to bring about unique experience, going forward in our educational system. Yes, the formal educational system is there, but there are non-formal ways by which you can educate people in the society. So we should not only pay attention to the formal educational system, government should also pay attention to the non-formal system, whereby we can improve the learning of people. The apprenticeship system is one of our non-formal ways by which people gain skills and they are educated. I think it's a very important aspect that we should look at. So going forward, these are the issues that I want us to look at in rekindling our educational system. Talking about collaboration, talking about increased funding, talking about teachers training, talking about providing innovative pedagogies to encourage. Nowadays you have terms like school na scam, school is scam, probably because youth are losing interest in the way they are being taught. Why don't we bring up innovative ways that will make them to look at education as something that is very attractive? And with that, we'll be able to improve our educational system and then make the youth to be proud of the system. And then we have sustainable livelihood for everybody, and the nation can then grow with that. So with this, I think we can start discussion on this issue so that we can contribute to the improving the educational system in our country. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, sir, Dr. Ibrahim, for the keynote speech. Thank you, sir. Next on the agenda for today's program is the guest speaker speech by Prince Mike Adewoye. And the person to reach the profile of Prince Adewoye is my co-moderator, Miss Queen Adewumi. Please kindly unmute to start.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Once again, I'm here and I'll be reading the biography of our guest speaker, Mr. Prince Michael Adeshayo Adeboye. Prince Mike Adeshayo Adeboye is the proprietor and chairman of Racing and Study School and also Racing Comprehensive College in Idimo. He was born in December 25th. He was born on December 25th, 1964 to the royal family at Okuku, at the then Oyo State, now Osun State. He attended St. Stephen's RCM Primary School, Oyi, Araromi, Ila, Oragun in the then Oyo State. His secondary school education was at Odo Oti Grammar School, Okoku, after which he attended the Polytechnic of Ibadan, where he studied mechanical engineering. He studied technical education University of Ado-Ekiti and later attended Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso, for his master's degree in human resources management. He has worked in few places before he began an institute of learning named Racing and Study School, which was established in 1995. He has served in many administrative positions of authority, both in the community and in the professional body called NAPS. He has been recognized as a hero in Alimosho local government area through his immense contribution in the community development. He has to his credit several awards of recognition for his contribution in the educational development in Lagos State and one of the pillars of Black race by several bodies, including AEI in the past. Prince Mike Adeshayo Adeboye has been a blessing to his community, rendering several services at various capacities, and has been in the business of building life through his learning institutes and philanthropic nature. He is also a pastor. He is happily married with children. And that will be all on the biography of our guest speaker, Prince Mike Adeshayo Adeboye. Now, would actually like him to unmute his mic as he gives us his keynote speech. Over to you, sir. Please kindly unmute, sir.
Thank you. I want to appreciate the organizer of this program. You have done excellently well. Rekindling educational system in Nigeria. Please. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you. I said that this program is timely. It is actually a program that will save Nigeria. It is a program that if our government and everyone that are necessary in the system, that if they listen to, it will really give us a new beginning. Rekindling educational system in Nigeria is what we cannot play with. We cannot toy with it because education is the light. So I will quickly give my message as those. The state of educational system in Nigeria as of today needs urgent attention as the standard keeps falling day by day. As we know that the education gives light to the nation, it does happen that as the standard of education keeps going down, the illumination that is supposed to project is also going down and is becoming blurred. And if care is not taken, we all know what the consequence can be. The light may go down into extinction. This topic is, just as I said, highly timely, and it is an antidote to Nigeria and Nigerians not to be plunged into darkness. If we heed the timely warnings of our state of education, which needed to be reviewed. The current state of our educational status in Nigeria needs urgent attention to be attended to. It is to be rekindled. We know when we light up and the light is going down, we all know that if we don't want to stay in darkness, what we need to do is to rekindle, to lighten up what is giving the light. In any nation, education is usually a subsystem that always has greater influence on other subsystems and in turn, the whole system. Without education, other systems will be paralyzed and rendered useless or inactive. If the state of education system will be revived then, we need to go back to the drawing board to amend all the constituent parts that make up the system. And all stakeholders in the system must be willingly ready to play their parts. We must know that if educational system is dying, it must be that the stakeholders, who are the major contributors and the controllers of the system, must have missed out in their functions or duties, or something else has gone wrong. As we know, the major stakeholders in education are the government, the teachers, the parents, the learners, and the society. We should not forget that this educational system also has its integrated parts that form the subsectors. These are the pre-primary, the primary, the secondary, and the tertiary institutions, which must be in conducive and habitable conditions. For reasonable changes to be effected, both the stakeholders and the entire subsectors will need to be overhauled. One, the policy that was used to set up the system, which is like the foundations of the building, should be revisited to include activities that are intentionally set up so as to be a daily problem-solving learning activities. The starting point is deliberate new educational policy, which will include using mother tongue to teach our learners the daily problem-solving subjects and vocational focused courses. Number 2, special attention must be given to those that are purported to train the learners, that they are themselves well trained. Teachers training schools for preschool and primary school learners must be different from those that will be handling the secondary learners and that of the tertiary institutions. Must be different. They must be different. They must be trained in a different form because their learning environment differs as well as their learning focus. Learning methods and learning outcomes all different. So we cannot the teachers that are going to work in primary school, they have to be differently trained from those that will be working in secondary school, and those that will work in the secondary school must be differently trained from those that are going to work in the tertiary institutions. The light that Nigeria educational system beams to Nigerians began to darken when teachers training schools were scrapped and later replaced with NTI that produces what I call the educational fire extinguishers. And right from that time, they started to inject phenoms, which is poisonous teachings, into their learners. For the system to be rekindled, teachers training schools for all levels of education should be reactivated to train the trainers. Number 3, as if that above stated educational success extinguishers was not enough, the major stakeholders, the government and the public, decided to strangle the remains of education that was striving to gasp for breath when the sector started being starved with funds. If the trend will be reversed, then there will be need for adequate funding of the sector through government and public partnerships. Number 4, the supervisory and examination bodies have also contributed immensely to the downtrodden of the educational system. They have turned the system into money-spending system. As long as they generate money, other things are of less importance. Those who are supposed to supervise go around schools, they are just going around to collect dues rather than to supervise schools. How on earth should an examination body surcharge a school that registered few candidates for an examination to also pay penalty fees for low candidature just because he was unable to to register the number that is up to the minimum? He will be asked to pay extra money. For God's sake, where on earth do we expect such a school to generate the money to pay that penalty fees? When we ask such school to pay, what we are telling them is that they must go to the market center and go to the garage and pick students who are going to register for the exam. And by so doing, we see many schools registering students that are in SS1, SS2, even in SS3, all in the name of they want to meet up with the number demanded as the minimum required students before, so that you will not pay the penalty fees. So we have seen that a lot of things are gone wrong in the educational system, and we need to correct these abnormalities. If we don't correct it now, then we should be looking for more difficult times, and the fire that we are complaining is generally going down. So I want to encourage us that the necessary people that need to speak to these bodies need to take proactive steps. Education should not be regarded as a big money-making venture. Number 5, Nigeria educational system as of today focuses on certification rather than relevance and productivity. Hence, the learners have devised several means of getting those papers valued than the product values, which has plunged the system into an almost dead system. How do you explain how a university graduate got through, and at the end, he cannot even write his own name correctly? Or an engineer that cannot identify common tools in engineering, not to talk of making use of those tools? Or the graduate of computer that cannot boot a desktop computer, not to talk of productively making use of it? Yes, the situation is as bad as that. Yet, this product of no value will be parading second-class upper credit certificate all around. With the new expectation, the focus should be shifted away from certification to usefulness and relevance of our products, of the products of our educational system. The last but not the least is redirecting our educational focus from infancy to adulthood to a more specific focus than the present system, where a lot of irrelevant subjects and courses that have no relevance to day-to-day activities are being taught. If a child education is specifically focused on a from primary level to the tertiary institution, it will make and build that child at the end of the studies. At the end of a good primary education, the capacity and area of interest of any child will have been known. The secondary education should concentrate on making such child focus on talented area. Our tertiary institutions should be research centers and workshops for mental development for solving national problems. In conclusion, if we indeed want to rekindle the educational system, the funding of education should not be left to government alone, but should be a joint effort of the government and the public. There should be more room for private participation and partnership. Ministers of education or commissioners for education should be those with educational background and have served in educational sectors for long years and with a lot of experiences. Education should never be politicized or commercialized and should not be left in the hands of the novice if we must see it beaming the brighter light that we are all yearning for. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. That has been a wonderful teaching from our father, our guest speaker for today. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. That has been very insightful and a good message from a lecture from our father. May God Almighty continue to preserve you and give you goodness for us all. My co-moderator will be joining us again very soon. But while he's yet to, up next is the goodwill message from LASU Best graduating students, Amina Yusuf. Please kindly unmute Amina Yusuf.
Yes, hello. Yeah. So, Amina is going to join us shortly. So we can take the question and answer, and when she joins, she's going to give her speech.
While we're waiting for our scholar to join us, please, if you have any questions, please kindly drop your questions in the chat box. Please kindly do that. If you have any questions, kindly drop it in the chat box while we await our scholar, Amina Yusuf.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Yes,
hear
we can hear
you.
you. We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So,
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
hello?
We can hear you, Miss Amina Yusuf. We can hear you. Please go on with your goodwill message, please. Please, once again, while we await our scholar, please, if you have any questions as regards all the speeches and lectures that we've had so far, please drop your questions in the chat box and they'll be attended to. Please do so. Miss Aminat, are we ready? My moderator, sir, Mr. Yusuf. Are you there, sir? Mr. Yusuf, sir, are you there?
Okay. Can we do something else on the agenda? Probably question and answer session.
All
Well,
right.
she. Okay, I think she's back now. Yeah.
All right. Please let's welcome our scholar again as she starts her goodwill message. Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, hello, can everyone hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, sorry, I was trying to unmute myself earlier, but I couldn't.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, so thank you so much for the invite. I'm excited to share my experience at Lagos State University and also leave some advice here, right? Hello?
Please go on, ma. We can
Yes,
hear you.
yes,
We are
please.
listening.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so, okay, yeah, so the thing is, I studied law as expected, and so basically my journey at Lagos State University was interesting. I mean, there are a couple of lessons that I learned through the journey, and what I just basically have to say is, first and foremost, I'm grateful to God Almighty for this success. It is just a manifestation of, the belief that we have that hard work really pays, and when you are consistent towards achieving a particular goal with with the necessary level of discipline and commitment towards it, having the right kind of relationship, at the end of the day, you definitely get good results therefore. So that's just like one thing I've learned in the course of my journey. And if I would say anything, I also want to say that nowadays, so many of us we allow negativities around us to influence our own self growth. Sometimes not everybody will be able to understand what you are pushing towards. Like, not everybody really can place themselves. We all have different abilities, so we all have our goals are bigger in shapes. Like the shape of our goals are different. So when I remember that when I started this journey and I was pushing towards having a 5.0, literally 90% of the people around me said it was not possible because, it's a law degree and law is quite technical. There's so much technicalities involved. Can everybody hear me? I hope you can hear me. Hello? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, and there are so many technicalities involved, and it's absolutely impossible to come out with a 5.0. But when I first I really, so the thing is, the point I'm trying to say is that I was self-motivated. It's not as if until I had the first 5.0, because we have GPAs. Until I had the first 5.0, nobody said it was actually possible for that to happen. And so it's very important that in the course of your journey, because your goals might only be, you might not everybody will understand how big a goal is and how much desire or drive or passion you have towards achieving it. And so you won't get the right, as much motivation as the one that you get from your own self as an individual. So self-motivation is very important for any goal that we try to achieve. That's one thing. And then secondly, I would say that I had the right kind of friends. So my friends were also persons who were academically astute. We did all the studying together. We were using the library together. We also had all forms of extracurricular activities as far as law is concerned. We did together. So we had the same kind of mindset. And at the end of the day, we are four. I have 3 friends. So yes, so we are 4 in the team, and 3 out of these 4 persons made the first class. Me being the one that finished with the perfect CGPA. And so the other person, the last person, finished with a 4.3. 4.5 is first class. First class starts from 4.5. The person finished with a 4.3. So, I mean, I had the right set of people to move along. My peer groups were very, 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 very serious-minded persons. And then another thing is, I would say that regardless of the circumstance you find yourself in life, you should imagine the possibility that, in fact, anything that one can imagine is achievable. Yes. So regardless of the circumstances you find yourself, always be reminded of the goal that you look forward to achieving. I want to say that I had some very, 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 very tough situations back when I was in law school. Like, there was, especially as far as finance is concerned, and this is not really limited to me, myself, my friends as well. We had very tough situations as far as ability to be able to manage ourselves, get the right materials, live in comfortable places and feeding as well. We had all kinds of challenges, but we did not allow the circumstances that we found ourselves to weigh us down. Yes, so those are basically some of the things that my journey at Lagos State University taught me.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much. That was a wonderful speech. Thank you. That has been a very wonderful and insightful goodwill message from our scholar, Ms. Amina Yusuf, and we are extremely grateful. Now, the questions from the audience would be attended to in a short period of time. Right about now, I would let my co-moderator take the next event on the agenda. Mr. Ridwan, over to you. Please, can we unmute Mr. Ridwan? I think he's muted, please. From the control room, please let's unmute Mr. Ridwan.
Yeah, good morning. I believe everyone can hear me now.
Yes, we can.
Also, thank you. So am I permitted to ask a question? I think we are still in the questions and answers segment. The project coordinator, sir, am I permitted to ask question?
You are permitted.
And our scholar Ninat Yusuf, are you still around?
Yes, I'm on the call.
Okay, so we've seen so many appraisers from across Nigeria. People saying you are a genius, you are a genius. You've always spoken about how you are able to attain excellent status. So, do you consider yourself a genius?
No, I don't.
You don't, but you have all the qualities of a genius.
Maybe, but I believe that genius are people who find studying very, very easy. Like they get a grasp of whatever they are reading at very quick space, right?
Okay.
So if that's the case, I really can't say I'm a genius.
All right. Wish you all the best for the future.
Thank you.
So, do we still have questions for the organizers of the program?
Yes, I think there are some questions from the chat box.
Okay, please read them.
All right. I'll be going through some of the questions right now. Somebody asked, how do you replace paper values to produce value education in Nigeria? Do we understand the question? I think this person will have to rephrase their question. Taiwo Okpeoluwa, I don't really get the question. How do we replace paper values to produce value education in Nigeria? Please, if the person that asked that question can rephrase it to do us a whole lot of good, please. Okay. paper value against product value. All right, I think the question is, how do you replace paper value over product value? All right, hope I'm asking the right question.
Sorry. Who is the question directed to?
I think the question was about the presentation slides, according to what I'm seeing from the chat box. I think that question was about the presentation slides.
Okay, to the director.
Yeah. Miriam asked if the winners has been announced. No, Miriam, you're still with us on track. The winners have not been announced. Please, please kindly mute your mic if you are not asked to speak yet. Please kindly mute your mic if you're not asked to speak. Kindly mute your mic. If you have a question, please type your question in the chat box. I'll read it out, and the scholars and our fathers that are available to answer those questions would answer our questions. Please, let's stick to that. Please, if you have any questions as regards the lectures that had gone on today, or if you have any question for our scholar that finished from LASU, please drop your question in the chat box, please. Taiwo Opoliwa, please can you just type your question while I ask from the control room if you are allowed to speak. Mr. Ridwan, are you here?
Yes, I'm with you.
All right, sir. So far, do you have any questions from your end? Like, has anybody asked any questions from there? Can you see any questions that we can attend to, ask our leaders to attend to?
Okay, I think there's a question here for the rector of the Yoruba College of Technology.
Okay, sir.
Dr. Ibrahim, sir, are you still online? Okay, look, it appears Dr. Ibrahim is offline for now.
All right, sir.
Let's move on to the presentation of awards.
Very well, sir.
Next is the presentation of award by Engineer Faid Olajide, the Executive Director of the Academic Excellence Initiative. Fikaomot, sir. Engineer Faid, are you there, sir? Hello. Engineer Fights, are you there, sir?
How do we assess staff workers? We are looking at option one. But in the
Okay. Hello, Mr. Rinon, Prince.
Cewa berapa tahun lanjut tadi tidak boleh sama ada lagi itu masih para todo opções. So, eu acho que that's fine. So, I will do the project. Ini yang itu atau tapi kita malah tidak ini tanah lagi bawah itu lebih oke. That's right.
All right. The project coordinator of the Academic Excellence Initiative. The awards presentation. Can you unmute, sir? And the awards presentation.
I have to be at that seminar. It's very, very important to be at that seminar. So, you know what I was those for that they don't see for me. Uncle they were not some problem with OCM and this are the some problem. Our lecturer is more before. So on the phone, if I don't attend that seminar, I will friend the rector. Friend the rector what things. Meanwhile, only three interaction come back. Èmi ilé sọ pé àwọn àpàdé lè gbé ìtajà àpàṣẹ tó bá láìpẹ́ lójú ẹwẹ́ wájú ẹ tọ́jú àfáwọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ mi lórí òkè nǹkan wọ́n ní àpàdé sọ pé má wàá láàárẹ̀
Okay. Our dear moderator, Mr. Ridwan.
Yes, sir. I'm here, sir.
Yeah, what's happening now? I think the rector has actually dropped from the platform. So we should move to the presentation of awards now. I don't know if we have been able to attend to questions. I think the volume has been really low. So from the control center here, we couldn't hear so much on the proceedings. So
yes, we are in the awards presentation segment.
Okay, so we just go.
Would you like to add?
Do we still have Amina Yusuf on the platform?
Appears she has left.
Okay, how about Mr. Adewoye, Prince Adewoye?
You have an award, sir.
Sorry, let's just hold on a while for our dignitaries to join back so that they can receive their awards. Okay, I think we have Amina joining already. So we'll, the project coordinator of Academic Excellence Initiative will do the presentation in a short while for our guests. So on these notes, I would like to hand over to the project coordinator to do the presentation of the awards. I would like our tech team to spotlight the both presenters now before we start. Okay.
So, Ms. Barrister Amina Yusuf, we all know that Academic Initiative nationwide is certifying you and recognizing your uncommon performance in Lagos State University as the 2022 academic year best graduating student with a 5.0 CGPA in its 40 years history. It's an uncommon goal which you have set and achieved. Really congratulate you for a job well done. So I'm very sure it's going to use this uncommon opportunity to rise to the globe and become an uncommon world-class personality worthy of celebration. Once again, I congratulate you and I wish you all the best as you strive in conquering the world. Madam, once again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Excellence. It's all right. Excellent.
You are right.
Thank you very much, sir.
Excellent.
Thank you for
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
So we move over to the next award now, and that will go to our very distinguished rector, Engineer Dr. Ibrahim Adedotun Abol, rector of Yaba College.
What an award here for uncommon rector, who is a 2017 awardee of Academic Initiative. We never knew then that you're going to be a rector. Congratulations today. So we wish you all the best as you ride to the globe. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming on board today to add value to the call of the whole nation. May God strengthen you for us and the entire universe. Thank you, sir. And welcome once again to the world of academic initiative AEI. AEI, excellence, auditor. It's all right, excellence.
Yes. You screenshot. Yes. So we'll move over to the next award that will be presented to our guest speaker of the day, Prince Mike Adewoye, and that will also be done by our distinguished project coordinator.
What an uncommon honor today with the uncommon Prince Mike Adewoye. This uncommon Prince Mike Adewoye was also given an award along with the rector of Java College of Technology in 2017 for uncommon role in the educational system. Today, the two of them are our guest speaker and also the keynote addresser. So, congratulations, sir, for a job well done. It will strengthen you for the nation building. Prince, please can we see your face once again? We wish to have you once again.
Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate. I am highly honored. Yes, I am been driving. So thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, God bless you, sir. All right, sir. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. Next award, we have Dr. Eligbede online, the CEO of Say Development Foundation.
So this organization, is one of our great sponsors for the past 3 years now. We're happy to award this organization once again. For a prayer that keep supporting us. Congratulations.
Okay. Dr. Eligbede is he on?
Dr. Eligbede, please. Are you on board?
Okay. Can you kindly spotlight him?
Can we hear your voice, Doctor?
Okay,
Doctor,
thank you.
Can unmute.
Yes. Thank you so much for the honor and for giving us this award. So we thank you so much. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Doctor, you also have a back to back.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Please hold on. We have you as the CEO of this other company that has sponsored the Scholars Day for this year. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you as well.
The academic initiative, we appreciate Say Global Limited for your effort in supporting educational institution in Nigeria and of course the environmental sector. The CEO of Say Global Limited, Dr. Isa Eligbede, thank you so much and thank you once again.
Yeah, thank you. It's a pleasure.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. So, our moderators, over to you. Our moderators, over to you so that we can conclude. I think the next thing is to flash our results. So do we have all our school administrators, proprietors, students, everyone online before
I
we?
think so.
Okay.
I think so. Thank you
Our
for.
moderator, Queen, you have the floor.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for the presentation of our awards. That was a lovely one to behold. And I want to once again thank our rector, thank our guest speaker, Prince Adewoye, our scholar from LASU. Thank you very much for being an inspiring model to the upcoming. Thank you so much for all that you do. Thank you so much. God bless you abundantly by His grace. Now, the next thing on our agenda is the announcement of results. This is the time where we know how well and how far our students performed in today's competition and exam. Thank you very much. Do we have Mr. Ridwan on this call? All right, without further ado, it's time to know our scholars across the country. Let us welcome Prince Ogungbayi as he unveils the results of the competition. Kindly unmute, sir. Prince Ogungbayi, please kindly unmute, sir.
So, thank you, moderators.
Yes, sir.
It's with honor that I announce that.
Okay.
That 156 participated at the end of the day out of 199 that didn't register for the exercise. So that's the exact figure that actually participated in the exercise. So automatically, the best 20 has already emerged, which will be released in due course. Just give us 5 more minutes.
A couple of minutes, we shall unveil the results. Just to let us know that the Academic Excellence Initiative Award / Scholars Day has been on ever since 2016. So this is the 7th edition. Yes, and we are still keeping it live and real for the educational sector. Academic Excellence Initiative is a national organization that has a series of programs, as it has been mentioned by our Executive Director, Engineer Faid Olajide. Is still very much online with us. We appreciate his presence and of course the presence of all our distinguished guests. So what we are left with is just to announce the results. The control room is working tirelessly to ensure that in the next couple of minutes, the best 20 students will be unleashed to us. Those are actually the fastest fingers and the best brains for this competition. For this year, we are celebrating the individual efforts from the students, and as compared to the previous editions, whereby we have 2 students putting it together to win a competition. So AEI would definitely, excellence, our duty, our rights, our duty, our rights, excellence. Yeah, we'll definitely be bringing on board a lot more activities for us now and in the years to come. In just some couple of minutes, the results will be unleashed and displayed on the screen. And we'll expect that all of the students that are being announced, 20 students are going to be announced here this very afternoon, will provide the account number for a token of 10,000 naira to be sent to them. Now, these account numbers must bear the surname of the students that have participated in the examination. And this is to ensure that the students actually get the benefits from what they have done. In subsequent years, Academic Excellence Initiative has made the donations available to the school, and we've had up to a sum of about 300,000 naira given to the first position. That was done last year, and even in previous years, we've had that amount of money being doled out to the first position, second, and those donations have actually gone to the schools. So this time around, we just want to reward more students, not just the best 3 or now 20 students, so that we can have more brilliant students to be encouraged in the years to come. And if you study Academic Excellence Initiative very well, you'll find out that we try as much as possible to improve on our tech skills and to improve on how we deliver academic assessments to your students in a very much more improved way, so that we can meet up with the global standards. And obviously, we have been able to assist a lot of students to achieve global excellence. All over the world, Nigerian students are being celebrated all over the world. As a matter of fact, if not for time, there were some best students across the nation, from Russia, from China, that are supposed to be celebrated today, but for the factor of time, we couldn't meet up with this event today. But we promise you, in subsequent events, we'll have lots more best graduating students that have a touch of AEI to deliver their goodwill message for our students to learn from. God willing, we'll also be having the youth orientation program that is being held on a yearly basis for us to reorientate our students towards having academic excellence as top in their agenda. While listening to the best graduating student from Lagos State University some time ago, she mentioned that the first time she got a smartphone was while she was in 300 level studying law, and she was very much focused on our academics. And this is something that we want our students to imbibe, we want them to be very focused, and we want them to be the best they can be in Nigeria and across the globe. There are a lot of opportunities for Nigerians outside the shores of this country, in the UK, within Europe, Southeast Asia, and I can tell you, the AEI students, those are passed through academic excellence initiative, those are our scholars, are doing very, very well across the globe. So we want you to encourage your students to be a part of the academic excellence initiative. You can just go on YouTube and search for academic excellence initiative, and you will definitely find us there. And go on Twitter, and go on Instagram. You can go on Facebook, and you definitely see all the good things that the administration of Engineer Faye Olajide as the executive director has done, and the past director has as well done for the academic excellence initiative. Control room, how many minutes left for our results to be out? Sorry. Okay, the results are out, and I'll hand over to the project coordinator to unleash the results. So I can see this is hot. Some instructions are being passed on the results to the project coordinator to formally announce to us in some few minutes to come. 1 or 2 minutes, please. Thank you. Okay, here we go. So, yes, we are live from the control room of the Academic Excellence Initiative Awards/Scholars Day 2023. Here we unleash the results of the best 20 students across the Federation. And we have the project coordinator, Prince Adeshogun Ogungbayi, to present.
So, good afternoon, everybody. It is honored that I stand here on behalf of the Director of Academic Excellence Initiative, AEI, Engineer Faye Olajide, to announce the results of those that have performed exemplarily well in today's assessments. As I have said in my earlier opening remarks, that we are only using this to prepare all the SS1 and 2 ahead of JAM of 2024. So you can see those that can score above the current champion in Nigeria as of today, leading to some of you scoring 380 and above in 2024. So today, Odun Akintayo Feyi emerged as most outstanding students with 91.667%. AEI Excellence, right? Excellence, that's the most outstanding with 91.6%. Followed by Hamad Abdulwahid Agbola, so who pulled 90% to emerge the second most outstanding in Nigeria. So congratulations, Hamad. Yusuf Animashan also came third with 85% to emerge the third most outstanding students in Nigeria in this year Academic Initiative Scholars Day. Ademide Aribisala also came first with 83.3%. Congratulations, Ademide Aribisala, for that an uncommon effort. Each position goes to Iyanoluwa Akanbi with 80%. Congratulations. So 2 of them came fifth. And That is Fatima Hassan, who also scored 80%. So congratulations, Fatima Hassan. The 7th position goes to Abdul Hafiz Seyidul, who pulled 78.3%. So congratulations, Abdul Hafiz, for that uncommon result. Abdul Rahman Babayemi also pulled 78%. So came 8th. Congratulations, Abdul Rahman. Why Daniel came Daniel Ironke also pulled 97%. In fact, yeah, and also Oluwa Mayowa Kazim. 3 of them pulled 75%. Congratulations, the 3 of you. Also, the 8th position goes to Olaofe Folarin Shidima Ekei Hamad Ibrahim. Congratulations, the 3 of you, for coming 8th position with 73.3%. The 9th position goes to 3 as well, 3 students as well. Bemisola Ajayi, David Adepoju, and Adam Falodun with 71.6%. Let's congratulate the 3 of them. So followed by Jomiloju Badaki, Korede Omojuibe, and Joshua Owowa with 70%. So that makes it to be 11 candidates we've been looking for. So those that perform below them, as I've said, you are all champions and you are bound to conquer the world. So I want you all to prepare ahead for the 2024 Universal, that's JAM, so that from that one you'll apply an uncommon foundation to actually conquer the world. We are looking for a situation where by 25, you all will be completing PhD. And at 30 plus, you are already a professor of world-class status. Once again, I congratulate you and I welcome you to the World Academic Institutes. So as we have said, we want to have your account number with the surname of your parents on it. So I say a big thank you to you all for being part of today's Accounts Initiative Scholars and Awards Day. AEI, excellence, our duty, all right. Our duty, all right, excellence. All 20 students will be compiled and they're in particular order and will be published in Daily Times News. You all, hope you've had that. Your names will be published in the daily newspaper. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, our project coordinator, for unleashing the results to us. We have seen the best 20 students, the champions. So we are signing up for all the champions now. So we hand over to the moderators. So over from the control center here at Alimosho. Thank you. So our moderators, we are done so that we can close the event. So a sum of 10,000 naira each will be sent to each of our winners. And as the project coordinator has said, their names will be published in no particular order in the national dailies to appreciate them and recognize them for their efforts in putting their best for this exam. Okay, I think there's a question from Big Mob. Our moderators, over to you, sir.
All right. That has been a wonderful session. Thank you so much to the organizers of this program. Thank you to our scholars. You guys did so well. It's such an honor to have such intelligent, and open-minded scholars. You did so well. Congratulations once again to everybody that made it up to the top 20. Congratulations. Yeah. And now we are closing the session gradually. We are already closing this session gradually. I would like to invite the chairman of the organizing and planning committee to give us the closing remarks. Chairman, planning and organizing committee, please, you're up next to give us your closing remark. Please kindly unmute yourself, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Abdul, and I'm the chairman planning committee for this year 2023 AEI Scholars Day Award. It hasn't been easy, but we make sure that from our ends here, our network and everything is okay. And also, as you can see in the news recently, that JAM will be making use of smartphone for their exam. That's why we have to come up with this development by making use of smartphone and getting our students used to it, so that when the time comes for JAM, they will be able to do that themselves without seeking help from their teacher or any other person in assisting them. So I would like to appreciate our sponsors for sponsoring us, and also my wonderful appreciations to the keynote speaker for accepting our invites. And also we appreciate the last best graduating students for coming up and raising this event. And also we also like to appreciate all students for participating, and everyone, we are all winners no matter the score. So don't be discouraged. Next time, try to work harder, and it's about smartness, how you can answer questions and how you can answer it back. And also, we use this medium to appreciate St. Development Foundation for sponsoring this year event. We really appreciate them for that. Say Global Limited, we say a big thank you to you. Prince Mike Adewoye, we say a big thanks for giving us that wonderful lecture. And also, Dr. Ibrahim Adedotun, we really appreciate you for coming, sir. And also the Academic Excellence Award of this year, Miss Amina Yusuf, for coming online to join us. And also, I say a big thank you to all organizers and my committees here for making this year event a successful one also. So we hereby close the event.
Thank you so much, sir. Right about now, we've come to the end of this event. We thank God for the success of the event. We thank God. My co-moderator, Mr. Ridwan, are you there? Okay, sir. Okay, sir. We are done with our agenda for today, and as we can see, it has been a massive success. Once again, congratulations to all our scholars out there. Congratulations to everyone that participated. It is a bold step, and it is a wonderful thing to be able to participate in this competition. It prepares you for the life ahead, because there are so many exams you have to write, and this is a medium for you to build your confidence, test yourself, and see your abilities and capacities. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, our moderators. Thank you, our sponsors. Thank you, the schools, the teachers. Thank you so much for joining this event. Thank you so much. All right, we've come to the end of this year's AEI Scholars and Awards Day. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Let's jointly recite the second standard of the national anthem. 1, 2, go. O God of creation, direct our noble course, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow, and live in just and true, great lofty heights attain, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. AEI, excellence, our duty.
Excellence, our duty, our right. Thank you very much.
Excellence, our duty, our rights.
AEI.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the people in the control room. We did.
Okay, thank you. We'll send all the awards to our audience, and definitely our students will get their cash prize in due course. Once they send their account details, have a nice day. Bye. Thanks to our moderators. Thanks to our executive director. And thanks to everyone at the control room for making this happen. Bye. Thank you.